Guys, this is so fun today. I'm filming from the office, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Mai. I'm currently working in my friend's office. Actually, she did $1.8 million in her first year in her company. So if you want to know more about Tabitha, just let me know in the comments. I know she'd love to make more content and stuff too, but she's like my bestie, so she just lets me work from this office whenever I want to get out of the house. And then for those of you guys who don't know who I am, I own my own marketing business. I make like 12K a month and I just feel like I have freedom over my life. So I make these videos for a younger version of me. And if you clicked on this video, I'm so happy to have you here. Make sure to subscribe and like it and all that sort of stuff. Actually, wait partway through to like it because then you'll know if you actually like it. And leave me any comments or anything. I check all my comments right now on YouTube since I'm just starting my channel, so it's super easy for me to keep up with at this point in time. So yeah, I'd be so happy to answer any questions that you guys have. But today's video is on, if you can't really focus, if that's a problem that you have, a way that I fix that is just being more present. And I'm still like someone, look, I'm even talking with my hand. I'm a little bit chaotic and sometimes like my mind will wander different places. But when I need to be locked in, when I need to be focused, when I'm not like in a fun conversation setting like this, even when I am in a conversation setting, right? I am like locked in. And that's the thing that people really love about me. Well, people like my close people, they love a lot of things about me, but I am truly present with them. Lady. Oh, my dog grabbing a ball. But I give them my attention. I don't speak just to like respond. I really listen to them and I try not to multitask, do too many things at once, which I know for us women in the room can be super easy because like that's literally what we're built for. Like, and obviously like there's like stuff over there like that, distractions that happen, like my dog lady is with me all the time. So it's like of course there's distractions here and there. But right now, the main thing going on in my mind is that I'm in this video with you. I'm in this moment. And that is honestly giving me so much more peace, so much more focus rather than stressing about the future or feeling sad about the past. There's studies that literally show that can make you more stressed living in either the future or the past. There's either anxiety or there's stress. Either way you go. If you are able to hone in staying in the present, oh my God, it's been so good for me. And some ways that you can do that, because I guess that's like an important thing. I can say like be present, but sometimes it's hard to train your mind, especially been in a certain what is the word, in a certain pattern, in a certain habit, that sort of thing. So some ways that I try and be present is like I don't really have my phone out. Like if I'm watching TV, I try to watch TV. If I'm with my husband, then I'm really in my conversation with my husband. Even when I'm on the phone with my husband, I try not to go on my phone or do a bunch of things. And I'm actually the worst still for that because sometimes like if I need to give him my full attention, like sometimes we'll just be on the phone while we're both working, right? So then it's fine for me to do other stuff. But I'd probably be even more focused on my actual task if I wasn't on the phone with my husband, right? But when I am fully present with something, there's a different level of focus, right? So try to eliminate distractions. That's why I get up early, right? That's another practical tip. Like if you don't want distractions, get up early because you'll at least have like a few hours in your day where you're not going to be bothered by anyone. By the way, guys, if you want to start your business and stuff like that, I created like a $1 course, which is down in the description below. The reason that I made it a dollar is because I talk so much about investing in yourself on this channel. Like that's made a huge difference for me. And I started out with like free courses, $1 courses in order to get me used to the idea of investing in myself. Like I normally pay like $400 to $600 on coaching a month. And what that did for me personally was cause me, well, I should say force me to take myself seriously. So I made that course for someone like you who's starting your business and who wants to start investing in themselves in kind of like a low stakes way, right? It's only a dollar. And even within the course, I'm like, if you hate it, I'll give you your dollar back, which I would lose 30 cents, but I'm like, it's 30 cents, right? So it kind of retrains you to have an abundance mindset and trains you to just like, what is the word? I'm having trouble with my words today, but I'm present. My energy's here. But but it forces you to just like rewire your brain to think that you are important when you start investing in yourself. And I know this is only $1, and obviously it takes a lot more than that. But everyone's going to start somewhere. And this is where I started. So that's why I wanted to make this course. And if you're not ready for it, I even have like a free masterclass. Even you being here, investing your time is a good start, right? It's just the free content's not going to get you the same place as the paid stuff is, just because you're not going to take it as seriously. And that's just what I found in my own personal experience. But anyway, back to presence. If you want to eliminate distractions, just be places where no one else is. But obviously a huge part that I'm talking about in presence is too, like, being present is so powerful when you're actually with people, because it is so rare to find someone who is truly present, not bothered by notifications, not trying to do 10 things at once, not thinking about the next thing that they have to do while they're doing the current thing. Like, be where your feet are. And if you find yourself wandering, just like think to yourself, notice it, and try to draw back, right? And I think this is the hardest when you actually feel anxious about something, like truly anxious about something coming up or truly stressed. But if you can just focus in on what you're doing in the moment, like, what's that thing? I don't really use this, but I guess you could, like, I do sometimes just focus on, like, what am I looking at right now? Is it beautiful? Like, I don't focus on so much like what I can feel or what I can hear. Like, for me, I'm very visual. So I'll focus on like the beauty of the thing that I'm looking at and just like be in that particular moment, right? That's when the peace comes. That's when the energy flows, because all of a sudden you go from this person who's doing XYZ to someone who's being. And that shifts energy. Everything is energy. I took way too long to realize this, right? Because you can have all these strategies. Also, everything is energy. And so if you're able to get yourself into a calm and centered place, like, because I am present and because I'm able to be, and because I learned to emotionally regulate, that has been such an asset. Like, Tabitha is not my only friend who owns like a multi-million dollar business. I attract so many wealthy people within my life because I am who I am, because I'm present, because I'm generous, because I just give from this place of overflow and they can feel it. Like, I just attract people like that. And I attract wealth for myself too, right? Like, I feel like I don't have like crazy amounts of money, but I have more than enough for myself. Like, the average American makes $57,000. I am where I want to be at this point, and I still have more room to grow, right? Like, I'd love to be on $1 million a month. And so I'm working on the things that I would require to be that person, to get that sort of income. Although I am someone where I'm like, most important thing to me, right, is my relationships and my family. So in the process of becoming someone who can achieve a certain goal, if it outweighs that, then for me, I would switch my income goal personally. But I already know that about myself, right? I know where I end and where I begin. But it all comes down to energy. It comes down to presence, and it comes down to figuring yourself out. And it's a long process, like, but that's a beautiful thing about reflection. Like, I thought reflection was like being in your head and making meanings of things and creating stories around them. Like, I have found reflection is just like, I feel sad. I feel sad about this. I feel angry about this. I feel happy about this. Like, it's way more simple than that. And it feels so freeing. Like, that's the thing I want to get across to you guys watching this video, is that you can be free. I don't know what is keeping you chained right now. And there's still things keeping me chained, right? I'm like, I say this in every video. I'm like, I'm not an expert, right? So only listen to me if I have things that you want. If you're ahead of me and you're like, who is this girl? Why is she talking? Like, this video is not for you. But if I have things that you want, I feel more free than I did 2 years ago, right? Again, like, these are for the younger version of me. And so the more we move into a better energy and just a state of being, the more things that just like end up rushing over me and attracting me. Like, I was that girl who tried too hard, right? I was that girl who just did everything she could for everyone because I thought that was like how I was going to be valued and how I was going to be loved, right? So I was doing all that because I didn't already love myself, because I didn't already believe that I was worthy of these things. The more I invested in myself, the more I took myself fucking seriously, the easier all of those things became. And I also did a lot of work on like my own self-love, own self-worth, and I'm still doing it, right? So we're all in a process. But being present is just something that's really changed me, even like recently, like really just focusing on being present. Like, the number one thing that I'm focused on right now is being present. And I'm telling you, the patterns of things that I've seen in me being present before, But ever since I started focusing on this, like I felt my inside world change and I've just been fully present. Like this is I'm going to say one more thing because I don't want to keep yapping forever, but like I talk about how I lost 55 pounds, right? Like I did that without trying. I really did that without trying at that point. And I'd gone through like disordered eating for like 10 years. And then all of a sudden I met my husband. I'd been down like 30 pounds from that point, and then the rest of the weight just fell off without even trying. Just trying to be like healthy, you know what I mean? Just not overeating, not even really thinking about it. But I'm just someone where like I don't even identify with eating shit, right? Like the problem that I had was overeating. And when I took my focus off of food, suddenly I stopped overeating. And I think I'm even more present with food now. Like I really enjoy food. But like that kind of scenario kind of happened in every area of my life. So yeah, I wanted to share that little piece around like focus and presence. I know it went through like I know I went on a journey, okay? I know I took you through a bunch of different concepts at once, but basically, the sum of it is if you can't focus, it's probably because you're not present. You're not where your feet are. And a lack of being able to be present is blocking the things that you want because it means that your energy is not in the right place. And if your energy is not in the right place, then you can't fully give to people in the way that's required to give in order to receive the things that you actually want. All right. Love you, old version of me, because you are an old version of me if you're watching this video. Actually, 52% of my audience is men, but whatever. It's fine. But I will see you next time.